This is the official weigh-in for EFC Africa 18. EFC Africa 18 is proudly brought to you by Muscle Farm, sports nutrition for champions, in association with Everlast, RDG, Namiroff Vodka, BetExchange.com, Fighters Only Magazine, and Carnival City, and with special thanks to the following partners.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official weigh-in for EFC Africa 18. On my right, Cairo Howard, EFC Africa President. Without him, none of this would be possible. EFC matchmaker, Graham Cartmel, Shane, the Duke Wellington, the voice of the Hexagon, our beautiful EFC Africa girls, and Marius Lotte from Promo. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, if someone does not make the required weight, they'll have 2 hours to cut down to the weight. Our very first bout of the is a bantamweight bout between Charlie Veyer and Donovan Wilkin. First up to the scale is Donovan Wilkin. $60.65 for Mr. Wilkin. Next up to the scale is Charles Veyer. $61 for Mr. Veyer. Next bout is in the lightweight division between Peter Nyidi and Friedrich Neumann. First up to the scale is Friedrich Neumann. $69.20 for Mr. Neumann. Next up to the scale is Peter Nyidi. $69.45 for Mr. Nyidi. Next bout is in the light heavyweight division between Tumelo Maputa and Chris DuPont. First to the scale is Chris DuPont. $92 for Mr. DuPont. Next up to the scale is Tumelo Maputa. $93.70, 700 grams to go for Mr. Maputa. Next bout is in the welterweight division between David van Schalkwyk and Jean Libbe. First to the scale is Jean Libbe. $77 on the money for the legacy. Next to the scale is David van Schalkwyk. $75.30 for Mr. van Schalkwyk. Next up in the heavyweight division, we've got Wilhelm Strauss and Christoph Volvarens. First to the scale is Christoph Volvarens. $109.50 for Mr. Volravens. Next to the scale is Wilhelm Strauss. $117 on the money for Tiny. Next bout is in the light heavyweight division between Gideon Drotsky and Brandon Groenewald. First to the scale is Brandon Groenewald. $92.60 for Mr. Groenewald. Next to the scale is Gideon Drotsky. $92.45 for Mr. Drotsky. Next bout is up in the heavyweight division between Ricky Micholas and Soos Grobler. First to the scale is Soos Grobler. 117 on the money for Mr. Grobler. Next to the scale is Ricky Misholas. $107 for the Apocalypse. Lots of tension in the heavyweight division. Next bout is a catchweight bout that will be contested at 73 kilograms between Dallas Jacoby and Johan van Staden. First up to the scale is Johan van Staden. 72 for Mr. van Staden. Next up is the former welterweight champion, Dallas Jacoby. $69.65 for Mr. Jacoby. Next up in the light heavyweight division, we've got Jason Culverwell going up against Donnie van Heerden. First to the scale is Donnie van Heerden. $93 on the money for the Pitbull. Next up to the scale is Jason Culverwell. $91.85 for Mr. Culverwell. That's a big fight in the light heavyweight division. Up next, it's a middleweight bout contested between JP Kruger and Donovan Hawkey. First up to the scale is Donovan Hawkey. $83.80 for Bam Bams. Next up to the scale is JP Kruger. $83.50 for Tinkerbell. Next bout is the first of the main card bouts. It's in the welterweight division between Tyron Rightford and David Bursky. First to the scale is David Bursky. $76.65 for Mr. Bursky. Next up is Tyron Rightford. $76.40 for the rush. Big fight in the welterweight division. Up next, it's Abdul Hassan against Gareth Bursky. First to the scale is Gareth Bursky. $65.70 for Mr. Bursky. Next up to the scale is Abdul Hassan. $65.15 for Hollywood. Next bout is the main event of the evening.
This is the EFC Africa heavyweight title fight.
Andrew Van Zyl, the challenger here tonight, undefeated as a heavyweight fighter.
Ruan Potts.
He is the current reigning EFC Africa heavyweight champion.
Can't wait for this one to get underway.
At EFC Africa 11, first meeting between Potts and Van Zyl, Ruan came into the fight, threw a left hook, broke his hand with the very first punch.
Here we go. Oh my
Big left hook landed by Ruan immediately.
He pulled guard, there was a scramble on the ground, and Andrew fell into a guillotine choke that was incredibly tight, and he tapped out.
Oh, he tapped out! Ruan Potts successfully defends his title.
My preparation has been good, it's been better than the last, but you know, that's my game. I always learn to better myself and I aim to better myself.
Ruan Potts has been incredibly dominant throughout his entire EFC Africa career. In his last fight, we did see he can make a mistake and he is human, and I think Andrew Van Zyl is the kind of person that could really capitalize on that.
I knew that if Ruan could go around with Makishi, he was going to win the fight. Makishi obviously exposed some weaknesses in his game.
Van Zyl has reinvented himself. He's dismantled every single person in front of him, and there's no doubt he's going to come into this fight looking for the victory.
Everybody says they've got a jaw steel till they get knocked out.
My strongest aspect is the fact that I can knock him out.
Whether he can't be knocked out, I doubt that very much. Every single person in MMA has been knocked out and can be knocked out.
I've got more experience than Ruan Potts on the ground. I'm not afraid to fight him on the ground.
At the end of the day, these are the two very best heavyweights on the African continent. Both guys walk around at about 120. Both of them are incredibly hungry, and we all know in the heavyweight division, on any given night, anything can happen.
Heavyweight champion Ruan Potts once again puts his title on the line against the granite-jawed Andrew Van Zyl.
First fighter to the scale is the challenger, Andrew Van Zyl. 116.75 for 1 gear. Next up to the scale is the reigning EFC Africa heavyweight champion, Ruan Potts. $114.90 for the champion. I'm here with the challenger, Andrew van Zyl. Andrew, last time out, pressure was a little bit too much for you. What did you do differently this time leading into this bout?
I've had another year of experience. I've got 2 more fights under my belt. Yeah, I've been working hard, so I've come from the back of the queue, and it's time for me to take my place at the top, man.
Well, we're excited to see your fight tomorrow night. Your challenger, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew van Zyl. Reigning champion, Ruan Potts. Ruan, must be said, pretty easy victory last time around. What are you expecting from Andrew, and what are you going to do tomorrow night?
No, victory's easy, it's what you put in is what you get out, the more you train, the better your luck and the better your chances of winning. So, what I'm going to get out is what I put in my training, harder than ever as I do every fight. So, another victory.
Well, we look forward to seeing you defend your title. Your champion, ladies and gentlemen, Ruan Fangs Potts. That concludes the weigh-in, ladies and gentlemen. We'll all see you tomorrow night.
Introducing EFC Africa TV, a new high-quality video streaming service so you can watch the live events on any device. Visit efcafrica.tv for details. EFC Africa 18, live from Carnival City. Giants collide in Africa's most anticipated heavyweight rematch. The most dangerous man on the continent, Ruan Potts, goes head-to-head with the granite-jawed Andrew van Zyl. Plus, Durban bad boy Abdul Hassan looks to unleash his fury against the always dangerous Gareth Bierski. And karate specialist Tyron Rightford squares off against the highly skilled Muay Thai pro David Bierski. EFC Africa 18, live from Carnival City.